Oh, my name is Mael Stith, and I'm with Hello Beautiful. And season three, let's get into it because it gave me everything I needed and then some. And so I've been wondering, was it difficult to give these characters a proper send-off in the allotted time for this season?
Oh my God, was it difficult? Yes. It was. It's the shortest season of the three. Um, and I had a very tall order of wrapping everything up, but also doing it in a way that didn't feel rushed and it felt satisfying and it didn't feel like it shortchanged anybody, if that makes sense. I wanted all four of them to get something. I was like, I wanted everyone to have a moment or just a culmination of their story that felt satisfying. And that was really hard to do with 6 episodes, but I was so proud of it by the end. But yeah, I wrote it in that way and constructed it in that way based on knowing it was the final season. I was like, okay, well, then let me approach it in a way that if I was an audience member, I would want the show to end.
I feel like the audience is really going to get everything that they need because I had my own things, my own thoughts, like, okay, this is gonna happen for this character, that character, but some of it was a little twist, and I was like, okay, see, I'm happy, I'm satisfied. I don't want these girls to go,
Yeah.
but I got what I needed. So this show has found itself in the conversations about Black women and camaraderie and friendship, and I feel like a part of the show's success lies in the fact that it created a safe space for its audience. So how does it feel to know that these characters and storylines were able to offer comfort and relatability to the audience?
I'm honored by that and just it means and grateful. It means a lot because when I was growing up, I looked at like Mara Rock Akil and Shonda Rhimes as like just my heroes who like let me know that it was possible. And so for Harlem to be embraced by the audience that embraces it and for people to like look at it as like this is, one of my favorite friendship shows. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yes, I'm just honored by it. Like the reception to it just makes me feel good. And I'm grateful for that because you don't anytime as a creator you put something out there, it doesn't have to be liked. It doesn't have to be embraced. People can reject it. Things don't work all the time. And I was very nervous about that. And just seeing the love that people have for it and people constantly talk to me about it, it means a lot to me. It really does.
There were some new storylines and new characters in this season that we see. Shocked some of us when we watched the trailer, and I was like, oh. So it made me think, how did you choose the themes to explore for season three? Because there's what we need from season two, but then there's still
Mhm.
new things to explore. So how did you go about choosing those?
Um, the one thing that I will say, so I had a completely different season three mapped out before I knew it was the final season. And the one thing from that original season three that I kept was this theme of choosing yourself. And what I wanted to do this season was just thematically explore, okay, what if I didn't do the thing that society wants for me or the thing that I always thought I wanted, or I don't follow through on this. I don't know how much I can give away, but I don't follow through on this wedding or relationship because you're supposed to. What if I just choose the path that makes me happy? And in the process of doing that, you get your happily ever after. But that's something I wanted to keep was like all of their decisions this season are them putting their needs first and foremost and then going from there and not knowing if it's going to pan out, but they're choosing, what works for them and what makes them happy.
You did this in such a beautiful way. Hopefully, that's something that the audience takes away. Choosing yourself and not letting somebody else walk all over you or do anything like that. Putting yourself first and doing what you need to do in order to fulfill your purpose. I loved watching this season, all the seasons. Thank you for all of your work. It's been a pleasure to speak to you, and I'm looking forward to all the things that you do in the future.
That's so lovely. Thank you. I
You
appreciate
have a
that.
wonderful day.
You too.